Hello, 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 and hello. Happy Monday, and welcome to Unique Inspirations with who? Me, Trina. Excuse me. So glad to have you guys. I am back for the second time today. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope you have done your affirmations. If you have not done your affirmations, pause, stop, and take a second and give yourself your round of applause. So, that you know how awesome, how great, how powerful you are. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure my volume was up. Okay, there it is. It's up. But anyways, like I was saying, just make sure you're giving yourselves that affirmation of how great you are and how wonderful and powerful you are. Pull that greatness out. It's there. But I want to start off saying hello, Miss Vivian. Hello, Miss Marsha. How are you, beautiful ladies? Thank y'all for coming in. Thank you for that thumbs up. If you are coming in or if you're watching this on replay, make sure that you hit that thumbs up down below. And I definitely appreciate it. So, yes, so if you have not, let me go here to the chat. Thank you, Marsha. Thank you so much. You know, we kind of we knew we were going to do it, but it's like she's very busy, I'm very busy, and so it was kind of like us trying to get together. So of course, I think it was great. I loved it, and I'm so glad that I had the opportunity to get with her. It had been a very long time since I had last saw her or even spoken with her, and for her to be so gracious to give her time and her energy, and not only that, she traveled. So I meant she wanted to come into Austin, and I'm not sure. I didn't really ask, if she had, prior plans, before we got to contact each other. But um, definitely, she traveled, and that means so much to me, and I'm so grateful. And you know, we all have just different steps in our lives, and it's just amazing how we can just, at some point in our lives, we can find it. And if for those individuals that don't have that opportunity to find how great they are, they're missing out a lot on themselves. So I really highly recommend that you keep your hopes and spirits up high, your standards high, and it's nothing wrong. People say, oh, well, your standards is too high for me. Well, they're not walking in your shoes. They don't know what you've been through and going through and where you're trying to go. So everybody, we're individuals, we're different, we're unique in our own ways. So that's what I'm saying. You can't take everybody's steps. Everybody's steps is not for you. Yes. Oh, I hear you, Marcia. Yes. Yes. Every day. Every day. And don't think that y'all only have to say it once, twice a day. Say it as long as you feel like, hey, I could say this all day, and I'm going to be saying it every 10 minutes if you want to, because if that's what helps you, that is what helps you. Yes, Marcia, she does actually live in another city. She's actually 3.5 hours away from me. Yeah, 3.5 hours away from me. So that's a good little drive. So that's why it was just so warming to me. Yes, and that's true, Marcia. Each one of us, are on a journey that we have to take. And you know what? I'm glad that mine's came at the time of my life that it did, because I feel like I'm in like my primes, or like whatever you want to call it, but I feel like I'm in that second session of my life. That's that first part of the mistakes and all that kind of stuff, and learning about yourself and da da da, all that stuff, I had to go through. And then now I'm opening and building and still learning about myself, but also using the tools that I had gained from all that, the past experiences. And, it's like And I know people say, oh, you go through midlife crisis, but I don't know what that is. I don't even know, what a midlife crisis is. They say it's a breakdown. I don't know. But all I know is wherever I am placed right now, I am so thankful. And you know what? That's why I wanted to, after meeting with Cassandra today, that make you, if you're really passionate about wanting to love yourself as much as you love others and show and know that you can do anything you desire that you want to do, if you have that willpower and you have people that are around you that love you and pushing you forward, that's magic in itself. Being able to bring something out of you that you didn't even think that you had in you. So that is magic. Let me put my glasses on because I see the chat moving. Okay, so it's like going to Oklahoma City. Okay. Hello, Shayla. How are you? Welcome. Glad to have you. No, Marcia, you are so right. We never stop learning. We never stop learning, and that's the best part of life. And that's the enjoyment of the journey is because it's never dull. It's never, you know, it's always doing something. And I feel like if your life is at a standstill and it's stuck, it's you're not doing something right. If yeah, I mean, it's just, and I'm not saying it's nothing right in a bad way, but it means that you have not gotten into yourself to see what is my next move. Evaluate yourself. If you feel stuck and nothing's going your way, or nothing's happening at all to progress or progress, then look at that and see what's going on. What are you holding on to? What are you not letting go of to get something new, to gain, you know? Yes, Shayla, girl, I am doing great. I had a blissful, wonderful day. I had my special guest today, Miss Cassandra Rios from Down Home Nutrition out of Corpus Christi, Texas. That was, I mean, y'all have to check her out. I mean, her Zumbas are just amazing. I mean, she's got a lot of good things going, but she was able to find that magic in herself. And that is, I mean, that's the best thing we can do is find the magic that we have in ourselves. And we got to, and like she said, fear, and I've said that to y'all too before. It's fear that stop us from allowing us to reach our highest potentials. Our highest potentials are not given even some time a thought because we don't even allow our minds to get there. Sometimes it can be because of who we are, what we're lacking, what we need, and we're just not allowing ourselves to grow because some of us get very conditioned and we get very. It's like you get used to where you're at because it's comfortable for you. But when you find yourself getting comfortable and there's no more challenges, that's when you got to push harder. That's when you got to push harder. So let me see what y'all saying. Y'all, my glasses is so messed up. Yes, Marcia. She says I love learning. It keeps me young in heart. Yes, we got to try to keep learning things and understanding because if we learn it, as long as we're here, we still got to grow and progress with what's going on in life. It's like you don't just because you retire or something goes a different way doesn't mean that we have to stop learning because we at a certain age in our lives. And I think as we get older and age, not I'm not going to say in spirit and but in age and time, we have time here. So I just feel like the more we are here, we have to continue to learn because we have mistakes that we have to face, or we have consequences, or we have tests, for us to have a testimony. I mean, we're still here for a reason. So it's always good to keep learning. Always. Always, always, always. There's nothing wrong with that. So that's why when I be seeing people that go back to school when they're in their 60s and 70s, at first, I'm not going to lie, when I was young and immature, I was like, what? Going back, that's so silly and da 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 da. But as I'm an adult now and understand life a little bit better, it's like, hell, I'll be sitting in somebody's classroom too at 60 and 70 years old, you know? So it's just like, I'm gonna do it. So it like you said, Marsha, it keeps you going for sure. Zumba, that is hard exercise. You know what, Marsha? It might be hard exercise, but I'm pretty sure you can still do the steps. You just don't have to, because I bet Zumba uses a lot of whoo. I'd be tired looking at some of the damn videos. Be like, whoo, I'd be tired because I don't know. But speaking of, y'all, let me tell y'all. Yes, Shayla, you do have to go back and watch that for sure. It was awesome. Awesome, awesome. Marcia says, as you get older, some do not want to learn. That's true. Some people just like, I'm already stuck in my ways, whatever that means. And I know what they mean. But sometimes we got to get out of that saying I'm stuck in my ways, because there's just times that you don't have chance or time to be stuck in your ways, because as long as you're here, like I said, time is going to keep ticking. Things are going to keep changing, and people are going to be implementing all kinds of stuff all over the place. So we need to try and just, continue to learn what we can. But yes, y'all, I was going to say, I was going to tell y'all something. Oh, so let me tell y'all, I was going to tell y'all something. It was a couple of things, but first and foremost, I had went to the place that I told y'all, that the assisted living facility that I was going to go to so I can start doing some volunteer work over there. And it was funny because when I got there and I met the lady and I started talking with her, because of course they're going to want to know, why are you there? Why are you volunteering? What do you need to be volunteering for? So I sat down with the lady and I talked to her and I said, I said, my story, I have a story. I have a testimony. I said, that has brought me here. I said, and I want to be able to give back. And she was just like, oh, okay. And I said, and another thing is, and it just came like, I don't even know how to explain it. But I said, the other thing is, I said, my mother, I said, she had passion, for older people as well. So that she was like, okay. So I go on to tell her about my journey, telling her, and she's just kind of looking at me like, mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. So I'm really not able to feed her, but I wasn't feeding her like, I wasn't feeling any negativity. I was just not, it was just like blank. Everything was just like, And so I would tell her certain things and I was like, ma'am, please don't think that I'm crazy. I said, I am a Christian, and not all people that are Christians and all whatever. People don't believe in certain things. I said, until you have to experience certain things on your own. I said, and when you are not using all your capabilities, it's hard for people to understand what you're going through. Make a long story short, after all that, and she says, okay, well, if you could go ahead and just fill out this volunteer form and just bring it back, whatever. And it's for a background. So I'm like, okay, no problem. So I'm getting ready to go. And when I got in there, we shook hands. So when I was leaving out, the way she kind of was just sitting there, like, I'm thinking we're to do another handshake. So I put my hand out so we could say our goodbyes, shake her hand. Y'all, that lady grabbed me and she hugged me. And it's a hug that I can't even explain to y'all. It was so sincere. And she said, thank you so much, Trina, for coming by here. But she also asked me a question. She said earlier within us talking, she says, "Why did you choose us?" And I was honest with her. And the first thing that came to mind was because I felt like it had to be an assisted living place. I said, and I called one place. I said, but I don't know. When I called your number, I said, and I left that message for you to call me back. Something just told me that I wasn't going to be talking to the other facility. So I put an X on that one and I waited for you to call me back that day and you didn't. And she goes, I didn't even get a message. And I said, well, I kind of would figure that would happen. I said, but that's why I called you the following day. I said, so I called you and when you answered and we started talking, I said, I was so like happy, and I know you were probably like, well, why are you trying to volunteer over here? Make a long story short on that note, another reason that I wanted to, when I was talking to her, I said, it dawned on me. I said, not only did I cross the first one out, I said, it made me think about what my mom did for 20 plus years. I said, my mom worked in a nursing home facilities, assisted living facilities, home health. She's done it. But her passion was those older people. And I find that it was at that moment, how I was so rushing to wanting to go to an assisted living nursing home facility. And yes, there's a difference between them, but I'm not going to get into all that right now. But it was great. It was great. But the way that lady hugged me, I was just in awe. And that gave me clarification that she was on my side. She was like, yes, I got you. And it was like, you're going to be okay. So anyways, y'all, I just wanted to share that. And that was something magical. That lady allowed me the time to sit there with her and learn something else on my journey. So, guys, it's opening up. Open up to your mind. Start writing down things about yourself that you already know about yourself. And then all those things that you've learned that you know about yourself, start putting them together. See what connect the dots you can do and see what you come up with. That's why you're unique. That's why everybody's different. You got to go within you, pick it out, know who you are, and you got to know how to connect the dots. That's why nobody's dots is different. Y'all know that game, like the picture game? Like y'all remember you used to have the little dots, and if you connect the dots, it goes into a picture. It makes a picture. Well, teachers used to give us those in class. And everybody connected dots had different pictures. Now, y'all know there's duplicates out there. Y'all know but y'all get what I'm saying. Your connected dot is not going to be the same picture as everybody else. So pull out the magic that you have in yourself that you've been holding back, and pray about it. Ask God or your universe or whatever you pray and manifest to bring that to you, to allow you to be able to connect your dots. Yes, Marcia, she believed me. She really did. It was just something magical. It was a good end at the moment. I mean, she was listening because I don't know where that hug came from, but it was priceless. I can tell you that. Hard work that your mom did. Yes, Marcia. And you know what? She would work long hours. Sometimes she would work doubles. Sometimes, she was there sometimes 7 days. She would do sometimes 14-day stretches. She just did it. And I just applaud her for that. Like, I applaud her so much for that because she was a very hard, dedicated worker, and it was like, if I've never seen somebody work so hard, my mom was a workaholic and then some more. And one of her sisters were the same exact way. But yeah, she worked her tail off. Marcia says she also learned something from you. I love that picture game. Yes, Marcia, it's a good little game because you never know what those dots are gonna be. You be surprised at the end, and you'll be like, "Oh, how can I not figure that out? That was so easy," you know. So it's great. It's great to know about ourselves and learn ourselves. You know what? She is, Marcia. She is. She is so rewarded. And you know what? It's funny that you say that because she told, and I kid you not, she used to tell all of us all the time, when I get to heaven, I'm going to be rewarded because I know that whatever I did it from my heart the way God wanted me to do it. May not have been perfect, but He had already paid my debt. And that's what I tell people now. I'm not going to do everything perfect. But my debt has already been paid, but that does not mean that I can't make myself a better person. So, why do we fight ourselves? Why? We fight ourselves and beat ourselves up so we can have an excuse of why we can't live the life of purpose. Some of us is scared. It's okay if you cuss and do what you do that people might think that is sinful or that you don't, but they're not living in your life. Life could be tough, but it's only, I think, as tough as we want to make it. I mean, it's going to have its ups and downs. But that's why Jesus says, call upon me, my child. Call upon me. So you're never alone. You're never alone. You got people walking around, and when you ain't got people walking around, reach out to God. He'll listen. He always available. And He go make sure you get your answer too. You got to be a little patient sometime, you know. I'm drinking out of my cup, my mug today that says, make things happen. Magic, y'all. Let's make that magic happen. We gonna learn how to feed ourselves good so we can feed other people. And that's gonna make it so magical. Amen, Marcia. None of us is perfect. And He is available 24/7. That's what Marcia, that's what I love the best. Because this glare on these glasses, I love it because He is available 24/7. Even being a friend, I can't even tell my people that I'm gonna be available for them for 24/7. If somebody come and tell you that and try to look you in your face, and y'all, this is real talk. This is real talk. This is not judging because I'm talking about all of us. That's including me and everybody. If somebody, and they could be your dearest friend, and they tell you, I'm gonna be there for you for 24/7. I'm gonna be there for you 24/7. Look at them and say, girl, don't put that burden on you. Or man, don't put that burden on you. That's already been taken care of. I just need you there when I need you there. But it won't be 24/7. But I appreciate you wanting to stand by my side. But I got a 24-hour call. But let's do a 12-hour call for us. Say you be there 12 hours, maybe 12 hours, whatever you can give. And that's not making you a bad friend. That's not making you a bad friend. That's making you available as a friend in times of boundaries. God is the only one that can be available, or the universe, whatever it is that you have going in your life that keeps you going. Whatever you believe and believe in is what keep you going 24 hours, 7 days a week. Hey, at the Hermit's Corner. How are you doing, Fran? Oh no, Fran, that was at 2 p.m. That was at 2 p.m. You got to go watch it. It was 2 p.m. Central Time. It was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. So, like whatever I learned in there, I'm ready to do better for next time. But it was great. I really, really thought it was a really great show. But thank you. But yes, you know what, Marsha? Marsha. You know what? I know you not. Marsha's like, I'm not going to tell nobody that I'm going to be available 24/7. I know you not, Marsha. Me either. Because I know I'm not going to be. You know what I mean? Like you're just not going to be. If you are breathing and you are alive, you do not have 24 hours for people. You don't. Hell, we barely get any of those hours for ourselves. Oh my goodness. But yes, we just gotta keep positivity going. Keep positivity going through you. If you got to inject happiness every day, inject it. And hopefully that your body becomes so immune to it that you don't have to inject it every day. It just comes natural. That just becomes a natural thing. And believe it or not, it's already natural. It's already there. It's just you pulling it out, finding that magic. Should nobody want to walk around and be miserable? Marsha, because I know you'll answer me. And if anybody else want to put it in the chat, put it in there. But my question is, why is it that misery loves company? I'm still waiting to understand, really and true, honestly, want to know why people or individuals love to be unhappy and want to make life miserable for others. Like, I get, like, because they're not happy within themselves. I get that. But how do somebody get to that? I mean, I'm pretty sure there's thousands of reasons. But if that can't be taken away from someone, oh, have mercy on them. Lord, have mercy on them. Universe, have mercy on them. Something. But I really want to know. Hey, Stacy. Hey, I appreciate you stopping in, Stacy. You know that. You know that. Okay, at the Hermit's Corner, he got to go. Okay, well, let me know what you think, Fran. Good night. But yes, hello, Stacy. Stacy, it's okay. Girl, that's life. That's important. That's important. And I appreciate you giving me the time that you are giving me. So I'm not. Hey, thank you, Stacy, and I really do mean that. Marcia says, the magic is he woke me up this morning. Good luck, Stacy. Sorry, I had to do. Uh-huh. Yes. It's a lot of work, but you know what? At the end of the day, when it's all, hey, Vivian, how are you, Vivian? It's okay if you want to be in lurking mood. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Mood. Oh, you just in the lurking mood. But ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm glad that you popped out. How are you today? Have you said your affirmation? You probably already done all that because you already know that I was going to ask you to do it anyways. Y'all, I've had a really good day today. I was off yesterday and today, of course, my regular days off. But I've had a really busy weekend and it has been great though. Like I went to a fantastic concert. I got to spend time with my daughter. I got to get a little breather from parenting. I got to meet up with an old friend to come on my channel to share her story. Um, yeah, I mean, and I get to come on here at night and you guys get to inspire me and make me smile before I go to bed to know that I have great people on my side. And I really, really appreciate, when you come through onto this channel, I appreciate it. And you should be giving yourself a pat on the back because you are wonderful. And without you guys, I wouldn't be able to sit here and talk with people or interact with someone, and still come up to make myself learn new things because there's a lot of things I keep telling y'all I don't know. But I'm glad that I get to have this channel and have good people that love to interact with me here in the chat. And like I said, hey, the camera is always available too. You can get on here with me and we can have us a good little time and enjoy the chat as well. But guys, thank y'all so much. And I am gonna get ready to call it a night. I know it was a quick show, but I wanted y'all to know how magical, all the magic that you have in yourself and to let it shine. Let me share this with y'all before we go because there was something that I came across and I read it and it was just a quick quote and I was like, oh, I love that. So, and it makes sense. It says, stars can't shine without darkness, right? And what does magic do? It sparkles. So it's there. It's there. So those dark moments that you have, just always remember the stars is still shining. You just got to be able to bring it out and it's okay. And let it out because it's ready. It's ready. But thank you guys so much again for coming out, spending time with me. Make sure that you please like, share, and subscribe if you have not. If you feel like somebody can use this message, please pass it on. And God bless you all. Thank you. I will see you back here on Unique Inspirations with who? Me, Trina, tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. You guys have a great, blessed, and safe night.